All right, it's Kaytie with Sean Clown Cran. I guess we'll kind of start
Nice.
out that way, and then I'll just go from Sean from
Sure.
here. So, how are you today, first of all?
I'm good. I got 2 shows left. Feels pretty good. I've been going pretty hardcore for about actually, I've been going since January 3rd, 2014. But recently, I've been double dipping,
Yeah.
doing some movie stuff, some video stuff. So I've had no time off. I did a Europe tour, Slipknot. We
Yeah.
did all of Europe, did all of Australia. Then I went right into LA for 6 weeks, no break. Worked 18 hours a day. I'm not complaining. But it's been a while since I've double dipped, and then
Yeah.
we came out here doing 3 weeks. Got 2 shows left tonight here in Columbus at Rockin' the Range. Our second time playing here. We've been doing them all over the country. It's been great. Kids have been great. This is going to be great. Got one more show tomorrow, our own show. End it in Grand Rapids with Hatebreed, and I go home for 3 weeks, and
Nice.
then Slipknot goes to Europe to do the whole, festival season.
Do it again. So, tell me a little bit about the movie. You're redoing a graphic novel, right?
I'm doing a movie called Officer Downe.
Mhm.
It's 5 minutes in the future.
Okay.
It's about a cop that always gets asked to go in and take care of the worst vermin, and most of the time, more or less, gets pretty much killed and gets brought back to life by these special people
Okay.
that have special powers. And it's based off a graphic novel by Joe Casey. It's a comic book. It's awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was my first motion picture. Basically, it's the hardest I've ever worked in my life
Yeah.
on anything. I was definitely in my element. Dug it. I think the world's gonna love it. It'll probably be out next summer. We're gonna skip probably a Christmas thing, and worry about Sundance and all the cool shit for it, and do all that and give it to the kids and take it to the theaters. I'll probably go out and do some behind the scenes and
Nice.
little director's commentary, talk after the movie, watch it with the fans, and
Right.
have some of the cast there and sign autographs and mingle and get into the movie world. So I love it. It's amazing.
Now, are super involved in the actual production, like the stage production and Slipknot
Yeah.
videos and all that stuff. How do you think that working on this movie and everything you learned from that
I
is
took
gonna,
a lot of
yeah.
my world from here into that world, and everybody's got a certain amount of time. A lot of directors start with music videos, move up to commercials like car commercials, and those are big budget things. I mean, millions of dollars for 15 seconds, and you learn a lot producing, and you learn how to finite your art and how to get what you need to get extremely quick for budget and things like that. Well, with me, it's been this and all the videos and behind the scenes, just all the work. But my art's different, and people are allowing me in because I'm going to bring something different.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not interested in what anybody's got to say. I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't care. This business isn't much unlike movie business. They're different animals, but they're still animals, and they still need to be respected. And I know where to respect, and I know where to learn, and I know where to learn to listen. And I listen to all that I have to listen to, and I know exactly what the game is, because all businesses are games, and in the end, it's all about the fans for me. So I'm here to turn things up
Okay.
and turn things upside down. And I think I got a very fresh movie, a very stylized, aesthetic kind of piece of work. Definitely not something so artistic that's going to lose people. I don't do that. I want to take people with me, so one day I can blow my brains out with art and have everybody completely understand it.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a real new, fresh look on things, and a lot of employed techniques that are risky. Scares people, that too much art, but that's what I'm here to do.
Do you think after doing this film, do you think you'll have the desire to continue to do some more and maybe even?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm totally in love. I mean, it's definitely the retirement plan. I'm going to do Slipknot as long as I possibly humanly can. There's no time in the near future that's going to end. However, on my time off, this is definitely what I want to do. Instead of sitting at home making my family crazy, I'll just take my family with me. I'll give my daughter behind the scenes. I'll make my son a grip. I'll get a nice little bungalow my wife and I can stay at.
Yeah.
And live life and make art. But I definitely love it. I'm definitely going to take scripts. You know, it's all about funding, though. You know, it's all about getting a script that can get funding, and then funding allows pre-production. Pre-production allows filming. Filming allows distribution. Distribution allows popcorn.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a big maddening world that goes behind it that I don't have a lot of control on.
Right.
But in the end, I would like to get my own money, put together my own team, and make canvases that change the world somehow.
If you could make a movie about anything at all, money not an option, nothing, what do you think you'd make a movie about?
Lucifer.
Really? How would you film Lucifer?
Well, I can't tell you. I have a script.
Then I'd have to kill you.
I have a script, and understand that I come from a very religious background, and I love faith. I think faith is a beautiful human thing. I think we found it, and because we found it, we were looking for it, so maybe it is adhered to something. Teach their own, though. God, you know what I mean? Teach their own. But, you know, I have my own ideas about the beginning of time, and sometimes I think for the greatest change in this world, sometimes you have to look at things differently. You have to look at the overall master plan. You have to take away what's so obvious and what you've been taught. You need to strip it down to the core, take a real good look at what's going on and why it's going on. And one way of doing that is to cut to decisions. So the movie's based on right and wrong decisions. And what do we do when we make wrong decisions? Seeing how humans chose free will, and it's all been up to us. Why are we bellyachers when we make bad decisions, when it's all up to us? Why do we got to pass the buck? So that's just a little bit of the insight.
All right.
It's more, you know, Lucifer is a bad word to use, right? But it's a word to make us understand decision making more, and how important it is to make a right decision opposed to a wrong decision. So I'm going to be a guy who's going to bring that kind of conversation to light, where you will be in the car later asking yourself, you know, about all your decisions, from the way you brush your teeth to the way you talk to your kids or your nephews, or do you spend time with your parents because they could be passing away right underneath your fucking very eyes. I'm going to make everybody look at what we have chosen. And one way to do that is to indoctrinate what happens when you make bad choices. You know,
I think that's something that Slipknot does as a band as well.
Absolutely.
I feel like you guys really kind of take what everybody else does and basically said, fuck it, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make you think about what you see and what you hear.
Well, we you know, for me, I don't see how we push the envelope that much, but I guess I'm the one they got the reins on. So I cast out as far as I can. I cast out a lot, and I can work a lot, but they reel me in. And to me, I don't think that I'm doing quite enough, that I could do more. However, I have to be patient with this world. This is a dangerous world, and one thing in decision making is that I make decisions I can be responsible for. So if anybody wants to ask me anything nicely, I can usually, as an adult, as a man and a fellow human, have a responsible answer for my actions. We have to go, or my whereabouts, or my thinkings, or anything. So Slipknot does do that. You know, we're not here to waste time. You know, I destroy my body every day for these shows. Our thought process is pretty out there, but the world needs that in an ongoing, thought-provoking world. And, you know, usually we're right on the tide. It's a scary tide to look at. I understand. You know, why risk anything? But I think we're the ones that are saying you have to be risk takers, because things might be out of your control. The world doesn't know who we are. It does what it wants. Typhoons. I'm so sick of it, you know. I feel so bad for people that die in earthquakes and stuff. But remember, we chose to live in places, and we don't even know the beginning of anything this place can do. At one time, we used to think the world was flat, and that wasn't too long ago. So what do we really know? You know what I mean? So Slipknot's the kind of band that just reinstates your awareness to your belief of yourself, you know, never to be judged, do what you want, It's all right to reach out for different things and push the boundaries of art. And I do it quite well because I'm kind of an extremist, but that's what usually makes people stop and look, pay attention. I can't tell you who one person is in Breaking Benjamin. I'm not trying to be a dick. Excuse me, I don't mean to cuss.
Dude,
not trying to be a jerk, but that, hey, man, why don't you make me know what your name is?
Yeah.
He doesn't know my name either, but he knows I'm the clown. He's a freaking clown in that band. And that's all right. Whatever. I'm not bagging. I'm just trying to put it in perspective. Like, we all make our own legend here, and Slipknot is here to stop you dead in your tracks and make you aware of your surroundings and bring out some visceral thing in you that is required for you to get out. For you to have that percentage of that kind of necessity to get out so you can live in this world that's unrelentless. It's just unrelentless on you. I mean, it's a barrage of facts and decisions and right and wrong, and it's getting harder every day, and technology and jobs, and it means, it's a crazy place we live in. So I don't know how crazy we really are. You know what I mean? I think we're kind of like, we step you up to the plate to say, look, here's where you got to start, maybe a little bit.
I think you force people to think outside of the box.
Try to, we try to, just because, shit, you have to here. If you don't think, you're going to be, 50 years old going, man, maybe I could have been a painter. I could have designed a better lawnmower than exists. I mean, when they made rims that kept spinning, everyone's like, oh, those are cool. I was going, they reinvented the wheel. Everyone's like, how cool are those? I'm like, do you understand that they reinvented the wheel? One of the most important inventions of all time. And somebody evolved it.
Yeah.
And if you can do that, look at how many wheels are right in front of us.
Yeah.
Now, he's not doing a very good job because there's not those spinners on every one of these.
They're expensive.
Now, yeah, we don't know why. It's all preference. But what I'm saying is, look at all these wheels. So I think Slipknot, we tend to do that. We tend to be that thing that reinvents your thought process a little bit, especially in this game of rock. You know what I mean? Those genres and these ideas, they don't interest me. What interests me is breaking down the whatever the stadium, breaking down the thought process, and then there's Slipknot and the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, Rock in the Range brought it out. You guys help, people help. There's booking agents, there's bus drivers, there's catering, there's labels, there's all this stuff. I know. But at the end of the day, what am I doing when I'm on stage and it's me and my brothers and 40,000 people or whatever it is? Am I making a difference, or am I just going through the motions? Am I doing an interview with you and then a vodka at the end of the show and or is there something I can obtain out there for tomorrow? So those are the kinds of things that we're trying to do. I mean, don't be surprised in the future. Like, I'll take the mic and just be like, on your way out, I expect each one of you to pick up 3 pieces of trash.
That's awesome.
And throw it away.
That would be
And
really
if you
cool.
don't, I don't want you coming to the show. Because that's just what's up here. Do you understand? You want the people that are picking up the trash to have some respect. Well, give them some respect, these kinds of things.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm moving to, is things like that. We already make a difference in, like, Make-A-Wish and go to soldier hospitals and cancer. We do the things that kind of that come with playing. Radio interview things, giveaways, well, like, everyone meet me across the street. There's a little park, and I went out and bought 400 bags. It's all tax deductible, and through my website I got 15 guys at pickups that are going to take it to the city dump, and we've already called them, and they made it a clown day for me. So they're going to let 30 trucks come in for free for this park for these kids, and all I want, if 400 people show up, will be done in 3 minutes.
That's amazing.
If 40 people show up, 40 people got to work 3 hours.
Yeah.
I expect to see your asses out there, and everybody's getting a T-shirt on me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to get into that kind of stuff.
That's cool. That's really cool.
And I can get that done with movies as well.
Yeah.
The way, you can always put a breast cancer pin on an actor. You know what I mean? Just it's
Product
that easy.
placement.
Just like, how you doing? Whap. It could be a Prada purse or a breast cancer thing. Which is doing the better? You know what I mean? And it's that easy for me as a director. Just go, there you go, breast cancer. Make it known. I'm a supporter. Through my movies, make it happen. You know what I mean? And you don't have to ask permission to make a difference. That's what I love.
That's awesome.
Never have to ask permission to make a difference. That's how stupid the world gets, you know.
Well, thank you for doing that, and thank you for taking the time. I know
You're welcome.
you're running short on it, so I
So,
appreciate it very
you're
much.
welcome. You need a couple of these?